That was our new intro that was made by yours truly. Um, I forgot to say last week, big shout out before we go on and we do this entire podcast and forget about it again. Big shout out to our cousin slash sister of Jonathan, Krista. She helped us out with audio, video, and everything for the podcast rather than doing it from my laptop, getting it on an actual camera, and doing everything that way. So big shout out to her, and a big shout out to my wife also because she's allowing me to spend money on all this stuff. um, but let's get started with this, man. We actually had a little bit of quote unquote homework. I forgot to do it. I know Jonathan forgot to do it.
So
Jimmy forgot to do it. So
I was about to wing the fuck out of it.
So we're just not even gonna do that. We're just gonna bypass that. And we actually had our draft this weekend. So we're gonna go on and we're gonna talk about our draft. John's got the draft board up. So
yeah.
Go ahead, John.
So we were gonna do a 16-team draft, but we ended up losing 2 guys.
Yeah, the day of draft.
Losers. So
whoa, I don't know. Are they police officers? Because I can't call them losers. I'm not trying to get a ticket.
Nah, but 14. I like doing 14 instead of 16.
14's good. 14's good.
So if you were able to catch our live when we had Luke do his top 10, you'll notice I hit the randomize button.
Yes, that wasn't set up for me to get the first round pick or the number 1 overall. So to all you haters.
So Mike with his first round pick. I don't know if you want to go ahead and just go off with what your roster is, but he took CMC first.
Yeah, I took Christian McCaffrey with the number 1 overall pick, and then like we said, there's 14 teams, so I had to wait quite a while for it to come back to me. And then we had one guy. First round was. He was auto draft, so it took the entire 3 minutes for him to take his pick, and it just took forever. But finally, on the back end of that round 2, I got AJ Brown, and then with that next pick, I actually took a tight end. So I've never had a strategy going into draft, regardless of what year it is. I've never had a strategy, but I've always found myself struggling for a tight end and losing games because of tight ends not making points. So I actually took a risk and I got Kyle Pitts in round 3.
But that's practically a wide receiver.
Yeah.
He might as well be a wide receiver, but and then the next few rounds, the 4th round, I took Jalen Waddle, and which I think is really good. I mean, getting Jalen Waddle round 4. Looking back, there's a lot of QBs that went pretty early. So getting Jalen Waddle round 4, I feel like is a success. And then I reached a little bit only because I know that 2 of the other league members know about this guy. But I took a risk and I got Dameon Pierce in round 5.
Just got in his head a little bit.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. John and I actually had a draft the night before, and he was 1 pick before me, and he picked up Dameon Pierce right when I was about to pick him up. I was so mad. And then I got Devontae Smith with the Eagles, Chase Edmonds, and then Trey Lance in round 8 for my QB. And then I got Mike Gesicki in round 9, and then let's see here. Then I just needed some quick receivers, and the quickest receiver I saw out there that I know is going to get some playing time with DeAndre Hopkins out is Rondell Moore. Yeah, he stepped up big time with Christian Kirk going down for a little bit there. AJ Green not really producing in Arizona. He's not prime AJ Green, so. Yeah, he's not really putting up a lot of numbers, but Rondell Moore is that Tyreek Hill of that offense. And then I needed a backup QB. I got Trevor Lawrence, and then we're not sure about Dameon Pierce being the starter. We don't know because we're not coaches, obviously, and we're not NFL analysts. Everybody's saying that Dameon Pierce is a starter, but I went ahead and handcuffed him with Marlon Mack as backup. So just in case Dameon Pierce isn't the starter, I got me a starting running back all the way down in round 12. Yeah. So Then those last 3 rounds, because we got 15 rounds, it's kind of where I like to save my kickers and defense. I got Young Hoku, then the Broncos, and then I kind of have a one last roster spot that I just kind of play around with. I actually got Deshaun Watson just in time for him just to come back in time for playoffs. But I went ahead and dropped him already, and I got Jimmy Garoppolo since they signed him yesterday to an extension, just in case Trey Lance
Doesn't perform.
Yeah, it doesn't perform well. So
Makes sense.
Yeah, and Jimmy, he ended up getting 3rd pick overall.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and see what was your thought process when you were drafting.
Okay. First pick was Najee Harris. I think he is going to be a lot of their offense. I think they're going to lean on him heavy, so he's going to get a lot of touches, but I think Tomlin's going to get creative. I don't think he's just going to run him into the ground. I think there'll be some screen passes in there. And I think, I just think he's going to get a lot of production. My second pick was CD Lamb. I was looking at a high volume receiver. He may not be getting the deep ball that much, but we are a PPR league, so he's going to get his catches. I think they're going to put him in good positions, whether it's in the inside, whether it's in the outside. I think he's just going to get a high volume of targets because he has to, because, well, yeah, we don't have any receivers. Number 3 is Terry McLaurin. Exact same reasoning. I think Carson Wentz, he throws interceptions, so he kind of makes bad decisions, but overall, though, he's a gunslinger, man. He's going to throw the ball like 30 to 40 times, and McLaurin's going to get a ton of just targets as well. So it's just high volume, so high chances. Who was my 4th pick?
Breece Hall.
Breece Hall. Okay, so Breece Hall was kind of a reach. I see him doing well for the Jets. I hope Mike White's the quarterback and not Joe Flacco, because Flacco's wacko.
wait, did you say Mike White?
Yeah, Mike White, bro. He's the backup to...
Oh, to Zach Wilson?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wait, hold on. I thought you were talking about the starting role. I was like, bro,
No.
Zach Wilson's the starter, bro.
No. He's out for a while, so I like Mike White. I think he's a gunslinger.
Yeah.
But Breece Hall's kind of a reach, but everyone was really high on him. So I was like, let me just get him. I knew someone was going to pick him. So
I was actually going to get him that same round because I got Damian Pierce. I believe I got Damian Pierce that same round.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was actually, since I had back-to-back picks, I was actually going to get Breece Hall and then Damian Pierce.
But I think right now he's going to get volume. I don't know if he's the starter. I think Michael Carter's still the starter. But I think he's still going to get some touches. And then, who did I go?
Goddard.
Yeah, see, Goddard, I think he, with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, going to get a lot of the just defensive attention. Jalen Hurts is going to rely a lot on the tight end. He's not really a deep ball guy, in my opinion. So he scrambles, and guess who's open? Dallas Goedert. Middle of the field, shifting with him. Mm-hmm. Or you get that quick up and that slant, that little post pattern. Going to kill it. Number 1 tight end. until he plays the Cowboys. They can get shut down. Who do I have next? I know I just have on my roster, but I don't know how I picked him.
Cordell Patterson.
CP.
Yeah.
The discount.
He did.
Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, he's like the surefine. He was, like I said last week, he was the Deebo before Deebo.
Yeah.
But he actually did really well for me last year.
So that's what I was gonna say. If he has a season like he did last season, then it'd probably be still the draft right there.
Yeah, and honestly, my thing is my whole thought process on Cordell Patterson's gonna get a lot of action early, and then I think Breece Hall comes on later. So I'm looking at early and and that's kind of like the way I drafted. I draft a lot of young cats who are gonna develop throughout the season and be key targets.
Yeah.
And then, but you got the old heads like Cordell Patterson who's gonna hold it down until then. So I went Cordell, and then who did I go next? Oh, I went Aaron, bro.
Yeah, you went Rodgers.
I got Aaron Rodgers in what round?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it the 7th or 6th?
It says in the top right.
Seventh.
Yeah.
7th round. Aaron Rodgers in the 7th round. This guy got him. Why'd y'all let him drop? Because he doesn't have Devontae Adams. Bro, it's Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna make everyone look good. Man, y'all look whack. I'm happy there. I'm happy. I think they are going to rely heavily on the run game, though, to be honest. But a screen pass is a pass. Take it to the house.
Aaron Jones he'll probably do really good in that. Relying heavily on that offense. So.
Oh, well, then what's his face? I can't ever remember the freaking backup's name.
AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon, the beast.
Yeah.
But they play the two-headed monster. Like they go both on the same field at the same time. I think it's just gonna help him. And then I went Chris Olave. All right, so that was kind of a reach in my opinion, but high upside. Who do the Saints have? I don't know. Michael Thomas, maybe 11, like maybe week 11, maybe I don't know. Chris Olave, though, he's got a lot of upside.
He's the most pro ready out of all the rookie receivers.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard, and I've kind of just been like watching like NFL Network and everything. Everyone's really high on Chris Olave, so I think he's gonna get some touches. But it's like I said, that's one of those the picks that I think is gonna develop.
Yeah.
So he can definitely be in my flex. And then I went Sky Moore. Okay, this was kind of I feel like most of my picks are reaches, but Sky Moore is potentially Tyreek Hill. The way I watched a few preseason games, they were trying to use him in the quick slants. They were trying to use him in the screens the way Tyreek Hill did, and this dude's fast as all get out. And he hasn't quite developed the deep ball with Patrick Mahomes yet, but if he gets there, dude, Tyreek Hill, down that field. And then I went James. Oh yeah, I went famous. Hey, he's a great backup, because he's gonna get you like 5 interceptions. But he can get you 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, how much is an interception lose you?
2 points.
2 points.
Yeah.
Okay, how many touchdowns get you? 6.
You're like you never put this game.
Well, not for QBs.
Oh,
QBs
4.
against you 4.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So you lose about half of that, but at the same time, and he gets you a ton of yards. That dude will throw for 5 billion yards a season, but on the flip side, he'll get you 15, 20 interceptions.
Yeah. So if anything, it's a great backup. So I need to plug him in for a game. Bet. Okay, and then I went probably
Dan
kicker. Dan. See, I mean Justin Tucker and Harrison Buckner, and then that dude from the Bears. No, who's the really good other kicker? Peterson.
Yeah, from Bengals.
The Bengals, yeah. All right, so those are the only 3 kickers that feel like were worthy.
So Young Hoku 2 years ago was just knocking them from 50. He was knocking out 50 bangers easy.
He did nothing for me last year.
Yeah, you tell him, Luke. You tell him.
But Young Hoku got me this 2 years ago, and then I obviously won it again last year. So
Young Hoku. Anyway, Daniel Carlson, I think he proved himself. He's well. I think Raiders with Devontae Adams just improved offense. Different coach, not a trash coach like John Gruden.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get a lot of opportunities. I think it'll be a lot of short kicks. Pray he doesn't miss them, because if you miss them from 20 yards, you lose 5 points. Jeez. And then I went Chuba Hubbard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chuba Hubbard, it's a safety net. Christian McCaffrey goes down like he has every single year since he's been in the league, except for the first one. He's up next. And now they do have, was it Dante Freeman?
Yeah, Dante Freeman.
Okay, so he's going to probably get the goal line, but still. Baker Mayfield, man, they're going to do the slants. They're going to do the screen passes. Chuba Hubbard's going to get some action. If Christian McCaffrey gets hurt. That's only if.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went, did I go Mikael Hardman?
Yep.
Mikael Hardman. Okay, so that's kind of like that cuffing that you did.
Yeah.
That you talked about. So Mikael Hardman or Sky Moore.
Yeah, I feel like Sky Moore. Yeah, McCall Hardman should be on watch with Sky Moore right behind him, taking that job, because Hardman was supposed to take over that Tyreek Hill role, and then they drafted Sky Moore, and Sky Moore's going to end up. I feel like he's going to end up taking that spot, and Hardman will find himself not jobless, but not with the Chiefs.
So for me, I feel like I got those two to complement each other. Like if one doesn't do well, then the other one definitely takes that role, and then it opens up a roster spot that I can figure. Throw someone else in there, do a tight end if I need another tight end defense. That's kind of like my throwaway. And then I went Pittsburgh's defense. Why? Because they have no offense. Well, they have.
Yeah,
that's not a good decision.
I was about to say that's debatable, bro. Because I feel Mitch Trubisky, he's not the greatest quarterback, but Kenny Pickett. He's gonna
eat the plank time, right? I don't want. They don't need to rush Pickett in there.
He's gonna be the starter eventually.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, I think the defense. It's gonna be one of those instances where the defense has to play better to help the offense.
Yeah, and I mean they have Cam Hayward, and then they have Minka Fitzpatrick
and TJ Watt.
TJ Watt and TJ Watt,
but it's not serious.
Yeah. So the Steelers defense. Every year in and year out, it's always great.
Oh no, that's why I picked them up. I know that they're gonna have to But they're gonna have to like raise the bar.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make up for what they're.
Which
the lack of their
Trubisky
offense.
is gonna, throw all them picks. He's a pick master. And then I got Taysom Hill, the best tight end out there. He's gonna give me some rushing touchdowns. He's gonna get some receiving touchdowns.
He does take away touchdowns from Alvin Kamara, so
yeah,
I'll give you that.
And he's my tight end. That's a flex player.
yeah.
Who can throw touchdowns, catch touchdowns.
It's gonna be interesting to
And
see if
run
he can put in your
touchdowns.
lineup, though.
Yeah.
Oh, probably never unless he just pops off.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we got James Winston, bro. They might just do the thing. Might do it. But yeah, that rounds out my draft. I think it was all right. I think I definitely try to balance it from old heads who are gonna start off the season strong, and then they're gonna kind of tear off. But then I have the young dudes who are gonna just jump in there, and hopefully I don't lose any momentum.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's all about the waiver wire and all that, and how you look at who is really popping off that no one even knew who was there, and then pick them up before anyone else can.
Yeah.
Like my dad, who looks at stuff when 4 a.m. in the morning.
That's one of the perks of waking up so early in the morning, going to work. And the only person I've ever seen making movements at that time is your dad.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So.
And then speaking of your dad, we'll go over his draft here in a second.
Man, I don't want to do that. I don't even like that dude.
Let's let Luke dude go over his roster. So
Number 1, I picked Justin Jefferson.
Great pick.
Great. That's probably the safest pick in the draft for me.
yeah.
And then my second round, I got Javonte Williams from Denver. And then my third round, I picked DK Metcalf only because every year that I pick him, I picked him 1 year and Tyler Lockett went off. And then the next year I picked Tyler Lockett and DK went off.
So whoever got Tyler Lockett this year is gonna have a great season.
I hope not. I'm hoping that he has a good year and not Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
Understandable.
And then my fourth pick, I picked Jalen Hurts.
I mean, they give him no excuses this year, adding AJ Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, in my opinion, I think that's a horrible pick. But I'm also a Cowboys fan and despise anything Eagles. I say that, and I have 2 Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles 1 and 2 on my team. So.
Terrible pick, though.
With my fifth pick, I got Jay Judy.
Well, yep.
Yep.
That's a good pick, actually.
With Dangerous coming in, he's gonna kill it.
And then was that Elijah Mitchell? I think.
Yeah.
Sixth
Yeah.
round.
He's interesting though, because
and-
if he can stay healthy, he's solid. But he's already going into the season, I think, a little banged up.
Yeah. Had he not got hurt last year and going into this season healthy, he would have easily been picked in the first round.
Oh, bro, he was killing it for
Yeah.
me until he got hurt, just
Yeah.
like the rest of my fucking team.
And then my next player, I got Darnell Mooney.
See, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
He's still with the Bears, right?
Yeah, he's still with the Bears.
Yeah, I think he might be there.
He's technically their number 1 because they lost Allen Robinson to
I just
the
don't
Rams.
trust Justin Fields, man. I know you do, but I don't.
I do, man. I feel like he's an early Dak Prescott. He doesn't have as much success as Dak Prescott, but
I see him with
Dak
Cam Newton
yeah,
more than I do Dak.
See, I
see Cam Newton more than I see Dak.
I don't know, man. Maybe in his running abilities, but in just everything else, I feel like he's a young Dak Prescott.
And
I don't trust Justin Fields either.
You can't talk about quarterbacks. Your quarterback's a wide receiver.
He's a running back,
Bro, we do this every time. Every time.
He's in every position.
It makes him so great.
And then someone said this is a horrible pick, but I picked Rashad Penny. The next round.
No, that's actually good. I've heard a lot of people putting Rashad Penny up. I'm not up there with a grade, but a solid 2.
Yeah.
If he plays like he did at the end of last season,
Yeah.
he's gonna be the running back 1 the entire time.
Yeah, and it kind of depends on Kenneth Walker's abilities too. If Kenneth Walker comes in and just takes over games, just during rest breaks for Penny, then Kenneth Walker may take off with that starting role. So
Maybe I think a lot of teams nowadays, like I feel like there's no true starter anymore, except unless like CMC or something like that. Everyone's going to a 2-back role.
yeah,
So really, it's like who pops off that day.
Yeah.
And more or less, hope you get lucky.
sticking with the hot hand.
Yeah.
So,
Because there's times where AJ Dillon got more freaking yards and points than Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, yeah.
And then I needed a backup quarterback, so I got Mac Jones in the following round.
That's pretty.
Mac-
that's a good.
Matt
He
Jones
did
for
good last year.
MVP, bro.
And then I didn't want to get a bad defense, so went ahead and got the Chargers defense right after that.
What round did you get defense in?
You got it around, what was it, 9? No, 10. Round 10.
Round 10.
I'm not mad at
That
that.
still ain't
The
too-
Chargers defense is supposed to be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Khalil Mack and
Yeah, they
Bosa.
added Khalil Mack. Joey Bosa is still really good.
Yeah.
And they have a cornerback that they re-signed too. That's
J.C. Jackson.
J.C. Jackson, right?
Yeah.
But where you got the Chargers is
And-
good
and-
because someone got the Cowboys defense in round 8.
We don't talk about that.
And I'm pretty sure they got Derwin James.
Yeah, they got Derwin
Yeah.
James too. Derwin James, he's a boss.
Oh, he's like the best player on that team, right?
Yeah.
Like I think
Oh, yeah.
Madden rated he was the best player.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And then next round, I went ahead and got a tight end. I got Hunter Henry.
Yeah, looking at stats preseason wise, Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith it was like 50-50 snaps wise.
Oh, really?
So
Well, the New England does use their tight ends a lot. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad
So
pick.
Bill Belichick uses those tight ends. I feel like Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, both of them got hurt last year when their first year going to New England.
Mhm.
So going back healthy into this year, Bill Belichick's gonna use them like Gronk and Aaron Hernandez.
I feel like Johnny Smith will get a lot more yards, where Hunter Henry will probably get more touchdowns.
More touchdowns, yeah.
And then my next round, I got the best kicker available. I got Matt Prater with Arizona.
Okay.
Yo, Matt Prater can launch that thing.
Yeah, you can.
He's gonna get plenty of opportunities because Kyler Murray can't get the
And
ball.
I almost didn't pick him because I looked at his age.
Whoa, chill,
Yeah.
chill.
And then my next round, I decided to get a backup tight end, so I got David Njoku.
Okay.
I like Njoku. He had a couple years ago. He had a really good solid year with Cleveland.
Yeah.
Now I don't know.
It's projected that he's gonna be the number one receiver there. I mean, they do have Amari Cooper, but they really don't have.
You got Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett's not a bad quarterback. He really isn't a bad quarterback.
And he loves tight ends, so that's why David Njoku is projected to do really good this year.
And then I think it's my fifth receiver. I got Kenny Galladay just because it's a random pick.
Kenny Galladay isn't bad though. That's the Giants. right?
Giants, yeah.
I mean, Daniel Jones.
More of
bro.
a prove it year for Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
If he knows his job's on the line.
Yeah.
If he wants to stay with the Giants, he's
If
he's
he wants to
gonna
stay
ball
a
out.
starting quarterback anyway. he
Yeah.
can ball out.
And then I went ahead and got another defense. I got Philadelphia's defense.
Okay, horrible pick.
Terrible pick. Especially when they play the Cowboys.
Yeah.
100 points on them easy. Just don't even look at
Just
playing.
don't.
The weeks that they play the Cowboys,
Just don't even look at playing them. Yeah.
just even if the Chargers are on a bye week,
Mhm.
that just go with no defense.
Negative points immediately.
Yeah. 0 points is better than negative points.
True.
That was just the best defense that was available.
It's alright, man.
Is that it?
Don't have no sympathy.
Yeah, that's it.
Cowboys on top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Eagles. Okay, there you go.
All right, and then for some reason, it gave me the 11th pick, which I'm not mad at.
Dude, I actually wanted the 11th spot.
Yeah, I wanted
I
anywhere
got-
from 10 to 14.
Yeah.
So, man, my first round pick, it was a toss up between Devontae Adams and Stephon Diggs. I lean more towards Devontae because it's Devontae Adams.
Stephon Diggs is Stephon Diggs, though.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
know,
no
man.
sense.
That's what I'm saying. And with the way the second round started out, I was kind of hoping he'd fall back to me, but he,
And he got the best quarterback in the league.
Bro, tell him.
bro, you sleeping on Derek Carr, bro. Can't be doing that. So with my second round pick, I took Saquon Barkley. Like I said,
Ooh, that's a CMC pick, bro. That's
he's coming off his second year coming off of his torn ACL, so I think he's not really good year. Plus, they have nobody else in New York.
nobody.
We just mentioned Kenny Galladay.
Damn, for real. Oh shit.
Your first time here? Or what?
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
So with my third pick, I took Michael Pittman Jr.
See, I like that pick, man.
No, I love Pittman, man.
Yeah.
I got him in my other league. And
But dude, I watched this thing though that said that Matt Ryan, as great of a quarterback as he is, right? He doesn't get his top wide receivers touchdowns. Julio Jones didn't really have very many touchdowns. Had a lot of yards, but not a lot of touchdowns.
you know that's kind of true because they also when Atlanta had Roddy White was the one getting all the touchdowns, and Julio was the one getting all the yards. So
Well, yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. So with my fourth overall pick, I took David Montgomery. And then Allen Robinson, I think he's gonna have a really good year.
I don't think so.
I think he is.
I've never.
He's
been a huge
never
fan
had
of
a
Allen
quarterback.
Robinson.
I've never been like an Allen Robinson like fan,
Yeah,
and not nothing
he's-
against him. I just
He's never had a quarterback. He started his career off in Jacksonville, and then he went to Chicago and had no quarterback there either.
he still doesn't. Damn.
So I mean, I will say his quarterback situation is way better
It's
now
way
than,
better
than
now.
his past two teams. But I mean, I've never liked Allen Robinson.
That's fine. He's on my team. And so with my next pick after that, I took Michael Thomas. Just to see how he does this year. Bounce back year.
Yeah.
He usually a lot of catches. I mean, he never really got like too many touchdowns when I had him, but he got a crap ton of catches. He was getting like 10 catches a game. Like he
Yeah.
was almost broke the catch record.
You know, and then so after that, I took Kareem Hunt. Like just like you were saying earlier, like most people don't have that Premier One back. They don't have that in Cleveland either. They split carries between him and Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Dude, Kareem Hunt's gonna fake an injury game one so he can get traded.
And so I took a tight end late. I took Pat Fryermuth, who still a solid pickup where I got him.
Who?
But you didn't have him in your top 10 though, man.
And I don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
my
yeah,
top
yeah.
I'm the only one who had him in the top
Yeah.
10.
Well, why'd you skip one?
You didn't even.
Why'd you skip one?
Because I got Pitts.
Yeah.
I got.
Who's throwing the ball? Marcus Mariota?
Yes.
Man, get out
Don't
of here.
sleep on
You
Mariota.
get
bro.
outta here.
You cannot
bro.
tell me that you think Fairmouth is better than Kyle Pitts.
I don't think he's better than Kyle Pitts, but I think his situation is better than Kyle Pitts.
Bro, I can't even.
That's
I can't
because
even
I don't
spell
think
Mariota is a better quarterback than Mitch Trubisky, and a rookie
that's
who hasn't even
that's
have.
that's debatable.
No.
That's 100%
No.
debatable.
No, Mariota, man. And, you know, he's having to do the backup role, but every time he goes in, though, man, he makes good decisions and he gets you some points.
Oh yeah, you do that last year?
What about
No, because he's a backup.
That's why I said as a backup.
All right.
Man. As a backup, he's got more touchdowns than what
So
Lamar Jackson throws.
So after that, I have Kirk Cousins.
Horrible pick.
A horrible-
That's a safe. That's a
the-
safe pick. That's a safe pick.
He's coming into where it's gonna be a pass first offense, and he's gonna feed that boy.
I still see him in a
Jefferson.
Redskins jersey. I just don't like him.
Commanders, sir. Commanders.
I'll always and forever call them the foreskins.
Nice. Respect.
And then after that, I took Naeem Hines.
I see. I always go for 9.
Yeah.
That's a solid pick.
Yeah,
Solid pick.
PPR third down back.
Yeah.
He'll get you.
Yeah.
He'll get you points.
You
I
said
had him my
PP.
first year.
yeah.
I think I had him my first year.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
And then after that, I took Brian Robertson. Had high hopes for him. And the unfortunate news came out.
Yep.
You know,
That's crazy though.
fancy God
You think
struck me down.
it was like an actual carjack, like a hijack? Like,
I don't even know, man. I didn't look too much into it because
I just kind of read it. It said like attempted carjacking,
Yeah.
but like I assume like maybe he was just flaunting some like jewelry and stuff, and someone just saw him like, let's go steal that fool's shit.
Okay.
Stereotype.
Yeah, I didn't know. What?
Unless he has a nice car,
Yeah,
like, if he got like a Lambo or some shit that someone's trying to steal.
He's a rookie, man. I doubt he has a Lambo.
Hey, but they got that college money now.
Yeah, now they just started it.
Yeah, he's in
Dude, where have you been?
asleep.
All right, after Brian Roberts, I took DJ Shark. And then that's when I finally took my kicker, Brandon McManus. And then I got the New Orleans Saints defense. That's a great defense.
With the new addition of Tyron Matthew, I think.
Man, that dude's washed.
You got Marshawn
What?
Lattimore, Mario Davis, Cameron Jordan.
Bro, he's washed, bro. He's just a commander now. He's like our Earl Thomas. Like
No,
he's good on the field, but
Tyrann Mathieu isn't out here breaking into his ex-wife's house.
give it time. He's not that old yet.
No, man. Oh no, that was Richard Sherman that did that shit.
Yeah. Earl Thomas would do some unspeakable things. We can't mention that.
Yeah.
And then with my last pick, man, I kind of took a sleeper. He's had a really good preseason. I took Isaiah Likely, the other tight end for Baltimore.
Yeah, you're just
Bro,
rolling the
shut
dice on
up.
Mark Andrews getting hurt.
No, I'm just
So-
rolling.
Man, you're putting that out in the air like that?
Yeah,
Damn, you
Look,
must not care about the season.
There's 4 Eagles between these two over here, all right? Don't even talk to me about that. He's rolling the dice that the Cowboys suck this year, which is probably going to happen.
Hey, yeah.
Cowboys,
he
Cowboys
he
Super Bowl.
he asked me the day of the draft, who's going to win the NFC East, and I said the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a stupid pick. Cowboys all day.
No.
Go back remotely.
Can we turn you off like right here in person? All right, so that was all of our picks. All right, we're gonna go to our matchups now. So we'll go to let's go to the league. And let's go to. I'll let Jimmy talk about his matchup first.
Ooh, I got David Loya, man. I've been in multiple leagues with him, and yeah, he usually wins. But then here lately, though, I've been catching them dubs. And I think he's got life going on,
Yeah, he does that. I mean, his boys are in baseball. They're hardcore baseball year round. So
no excuses for fantasy football, though.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'll just do his starters though. But yeah, he's got Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray puts up points. He gets you touchdowns, gets you rushing yards. Dang it, his whole contract situation and stuff, man, and like that really put like a bad taste.
Yeah.
And then he's got Dalvin Cook. That's kind of scary. And I'm gonna lie, Dalvin Cook is insane. He's like slightly below CMC when it comes to pass catching and running. James Conner last year was a touchdown machine.
Yeah.
So that's kind of scary.
He took over that starting role from Chase Edmonds. So.
Yeah. That's actually not a bad pick for him. Then he's got Tyreek Hill. I'm curious to see what Tyreek Hill does. I mean, if you can just at least get him the ball in his hands and he can make magic happen. But you never know. Jarvis Landry. New team, new offense. Maybe high volume of targets with Jameis Winston. But it's like a new system and everything like that. So maybe...
Bro, I'm not even going to lie. I completely forgot that Jarvis Landry went to New Orleans.
Yeah.
I looked at this and I was like, what the hell? I saw that Saints logo. I was like, why isn't it a Browns helmet?
Yeah. And then he's got Dawson Knox, which is a great pick. I think Dawson Knox, with Josh Allen as his QB. Then
He'll be top 3 or 4 tight end in the league by then.
Now, this is a sleeper pick for him, though. And Alan Lazard.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a freaking crazy year.
Number 1 in Green Bay now. He should be, if he doesn't step it up, or if he doesn't have a great year, Green Bay will for sure replace him.
Then he has Bass, his Buffalo kicker. He's gonna get a lot of opportunities, man, because Josh Allen and they do not make it past the 50-yard line that much. Yeah. So he's gonna get his opportunities where they're being.
They don't get 3 and out very easy.
In the Ravens defense, trash defense, but I mean
it is a trash defense.
Terrible defense.
Yeah, but fortunately for David, week 1 they play the Jets, so. Expect some points.
Boy, I don't know, man. Revenge game for Flacco, eh?
Flacco's not even going to see the field, man.
He's a starter.
No, you just said.
No, I want Mike White to be the starter, but he's not.
That's what's going to happen, man. Joe Flacco's going to get benched the day before.
Well, hopefully. I want Mike White. But anyway, so that's his start. So honestly, man, it doesn't look all that great for me, but we're going to pray on it.
Yeah. Projected wise, David's projected to get 121. You're at 113.72. So
good news. Projections don't mean anything.
That's true.
Yeah, I think they're underselling Patterson now, for me at least.
Yeah, but looking at your lineup, you're definitely gonna lose. Pretty trash. You got Pittsburgh's defense in there. Is playing Cincinnati first week.
Bro, revenge game. It's all revenge games. No, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. To be honest, but yeah. That's who I play. I think.
I think this week your team is going to be based off of how good CeeDee Lamb does.
Yeah.
Because they're playing the Bucks, so it's going to kind of depend on how much Dak can get the ball out to Lamb.
Yeah, and for me, honestly, I think also he's banking on Arizona. They're playing Kansas City, and I think Kansas City can put up points, but I think they're going to be more possession based a team now. So they're just going to control the time clock. So I think that's going to limit the amount of touches Arizona gets as a team. So I think that'll help me out with them playing Kansas City. Because Kansas City's offense is good, but they do a lot of screen passes. We're going to run the ball a little bit more, so that's just time taking off the clock. So I think I win this week, David, just because
You suck.
I'm better than you at fantasy football. That's it.
All right, let's kick it off with Luke's matchup. He's actually playing Bermuda Kings. It's a buddy of mine that I work with.
It's also a guy that was on auto draft.
Yeah.
Was it the Peterson guy?
Yeah, he was on auto draft for the first round. And then the second round, he logged off somehow, or I guess off of his phone.
Yeah.
And it went back to auto draft, but it started to redo the countdown.
Oh my goodness.
So I think there for the first round or two, he was struggling to get onto the draft.
Was he the one that was at a wedding?
No, that was Bearden. Peterson had something personal going on. So,
Okay, it's all good.
So he wasn't able to make it. But anyways, kick it off, Luke.
Okay, should I start off with my starters or?
No, we already said our
Okay,
lineup. Go with not
Yeah.
David, but
Just go who you're playing against.
yeah.
All right, so his quarterback is Dak Prescott.
Oh, MVP.
That's right.
That's funny. Nice jokes. And then this is kind of scary for me, but he has Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his running back too, he has Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
See, people were real down on Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but he never really got a chance to prove himself that much. I mean, he hadn't done too much, but he also got hurt, right? In his what could have been his bounce back year, he got hurt. Maybe this is his bounce back year.
And then
Another one.
his receiver one is my receiver one's receiver two, Adam Thielen.
Oh, hey, Thielen might get more touches.
Yeah.
But it's Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean
that's why you're gonna be triple covered.
Nah, I don't know.
They're
Man.
gonna
The Jet could have all 11 players on him, and he's still gonna get the ball. He's still gonna find the end zone.
And now
I'm not
his
sold.
receiver two is my worst nightmare. Tyler
Tyler
Lockett.
Oh, gee, what if Tyler Lockett has a
Tyler
good
Lockett.
game, but DJ Metcalf has a bad
Bro,
game?
that's actually kind of funny. I didn't realize it till just now. Luke does have the wide receiver one for both the Vikings and the
Yeah.
Seahawks, and Peterson's got wide receiver two for both of them. So
Good luck, mate.
And then his tight end is Travis Kelce.
Solid pick.
I think you lose that matchup against Hunter Henry.
I think I do. And his flex is Devin Singletary.
See, Singletary, he kind of turned it on last year, at the end of last year, but leading up to that, nah. I mean, he was terrible.
Yeah.
All I heard was my dad complaining about Singletary the whole time. Singletary don't get no yards. Should I play him? Like, no, Dad, don't play him.
His kicker is Matt Gay.
The Rams will get some points. They have a lot of power on their offense.
That's gonna be a good matchup against Buffalo.
Yeah,
And
that'll be a
then
shootout.
the defense is the Cowboys.
Trash.
Yeah, that's
Oh, 2,000 yards easy.
okay. First off, let me this is my little rant. Okay, NFL Top 100 is voted on by the players.
Yeah.
It's not voted on by like expert analysts or average Joe couch.
That's why Tom Brady was number one when he's truly
and that's
bad.
why Trayvon Diggs is number 23.
Yeah,
He
it's
shouldn't
all
be.
lies.
Okay, let's continue because you're just gonna piss me off.
They put Aaron Donald at 2.
Yeah.
So all right, and then the last matchup. I say last matchup because we actually play each other. It's me and John. So I'm projected. Oh, hold on. Let's go back to projections for Luke.
I'm projected to lose 115.
Bro, you better beat his ass.
The projections are for Peterson at 120.01 and then Luke at 115.70. So, hey folks, sorry we didn't realize that the recording stopped. So maybe next time we'll probably just flip the phone over so that we can actually see ourselves.
Yeah.
But I mean, we talked about some good stuff, and to close it out, that's Jimmy, John, I'm Mike. Guest host Luke, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Deuces.